Good morning to all. Welcome to Karnataka LMS. I am Nagmani Envi, Assistant Professor of English, the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. In this class, I am going to explain Chapter 20/21 from the novel Silas Marner by George Eliot, prescribed by the University of Mysore to the second year BA Option English Program CBCS 4th semester course 2020-21. The title of the paper is Victorian Fiction. In the last class, we had known that Nancy and Godfrey visited Stone Cottage, Silas and Eppie, and Godfrey claimed her as a daughter, but Eppie was so firm to reject the offer, and they walked in silence under the starlight. At home, Nancy told him that they should give up the hope of having Eppie, and she said that it was not good to force her to come to them against her will. ಅವಳು ಇಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಅವಳನ್ನ ಬಲವಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೆಯೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾಳೆ. And they could not alter her bringing up and what had come of it. ಅವಳು ಬೆಳೆದಿರೋ ವಿಧಾನ, ಅದರ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾಳೆ. And Godfrey, with a keen decisive tone, says that there is debts I quote, you can't pay like money debts by paying extra for the years that have slipped by. While I have been putting off, the trees have been growing. It's too late now, I unquote. ಕೆಲವು ಋಣಗಳನ್ನು, ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮನಿ ಡೆಟ್ ತೀರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮನಿ ಡೆಟ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ as a year slipped by, we may pay extra. ಆದರೆ ಕೆಲವು ಡೆಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿ ತೀರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. I have been putting off, ಆದರೆ ದ ಟ್ರೀ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೂ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. He remembered Marner's words that a man's turning away a blessing from his door, it falls to somebody else. ನಿನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ಡೋರ್ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. He wanted to pass a childless one. ಮಗು ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಗು ಬೇಡ ಅವರಮ್ಮ ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅನ್ಕೋತಾ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಗುನ ಹೆಂಗೋ ಯಾರೋ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತಿದ್ದ. Now he want to be a father of child, but he has to go be a childless man against his will. ಈಗ ಮಗು ಬೇಕು, ಆದರೆ ನನಗಿಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಮಗು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಬದುಕಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. And after a while they decided that there was no reason to let it be known to the village. ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, because Eppie was not coming to them, and Nancy, thinking of her father and Priscilla, agreed to his decision. And Godfrey thought that it was decided to put it in his will, mention in his will, to make her happy in her own way. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬದುಕಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ವಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ he had a notion that Aaron Winthrop she may be engaged to Aaron Winthrop. And Nancy said that Aaron was a sober and industrious fellow, and he said that Eppie was a very pretty and nice girl. That means she is not a match to Aaron ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Nancy said that she had not so far observed that she has pretty blue eyes and hair like him. She resembled him in her eyes and ears, and he felt that she took a dislike to him. ಈಗ ಎಪ್ಪಿಗೆ she has come to know that he has his father. ಗೊತ್ತಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ there was a dislike in her, and her manner was changed. And Nancy said that it may be because she could not bear to see anyone in the place of Marner as father. Godfrey said that Eppie would think that he did wrong by her mother as well by her. ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿಗೂ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನನಗೂ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. She would think of him worse than he was. ನಾನು ಇರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗಿ ಅವಳು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. But she must think it. She can never know all. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅವಳು, ಯಾಕೆ? She can never know all. ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಅವಳು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವರಮ್ಮ ವಾಸ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಓಪಿಯಮ್ ಅಂತನೋ, ಡ್ರಂಕರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತನೋ, and she made his life miserable antano, and he was trapped into that marriage by his own brother Dunstan antano. It was an outcome of illusion antano. ಅದು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಸೊ let her think. She must think like that. But he knows it is his fault only. What he is feeling now, this result is his foolishness only. He would have listened to Nancy, and otherwise he would not have got into this trouble. And now evil could come out of a marriage which, when he shrieked from doing a father's part too, that was the evil marriage, and the result will be also evil. And when he shirked from the duty of a father, and that too would be resulted in evil only. Nancy was silent, for her spirit of rectitude would not let her to try to soften the edge of what she felt to be a just compunction. He spoke again after a little while, but the tone was rather tender, and he mixed with self-reproach and tenderness. He addressed Nancy. I quote, "And I got you, Nancy. In spite of all." Yes, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೂ ನಂಗೆ ನೀನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಯು. ನೀನು ಓಡೋಗ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಗ್ರಂಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಗ್ರಂಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಈಸಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ನನಗೆ ನೀನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲೇ ಆ ಆಫರ್ ನಾನು ದೂರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀನು ಸಿಕ್ತು, ನಿನ್ನ ಮದುವೆ ಆದಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಮಿ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಹೋಮ್. Even though I was grumbling and uneasy because I hadn't something else. As if I deserve it. ನನಗಿದು ಐ ಡಿಸರ್ವ್ ಇಟ್. ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನನ್ನಂತೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. Nancy said with sincerity that he had never been wanting to her, and trouble would be gone if he resigned himself to the lot that had been given to them. Nancy ಹೇಳಿದ್ಲು, yes, no, you have never troubled me, and the trouble that you are in now would also be gone if you resign to a lot that had been given to you. ನಿನಗೇನು ಜೀವನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ದೇವರು, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಈ ಟ್ರಬಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಟ್ರಬಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Godfrey said, I quote, well, perhaps it isn't too late to mend a bit there. Yes, it's still time to mend myself. Though it is too late to mend something, say what they will. Something is not in our hand to be mended. ಕೆಲವನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಸರಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಂಡೆಡ್ ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂ ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸೋಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ 21, Silas and Epi make a trip to Lantern Yard, and at this news Epi was very happy because she will be delighted to see a new country, and she has something new to share with Aaron, who is wiser than her. And Dolly was afraid that of the dangers of the long journey, but Silas consoled her by saying the purpose of his visit. He was visiting that country to clear himself from that false accusation of theft, and Dolly was very happy to know this. And on the fourth day, from that time, Silas and Epi in their Sunday clothes, and with their small bundle tied in a blue linen handkerchief, they were making their way towards Lantern Yard. But it has become a big manufacturing town. Silas was bewildered at the changes that have taken place during that past 30 years span of time, and he could not recognize his place. And out of doubt if it was his native place only, he asked so many persons about the name of the town, and with great difficulty, after many turnings and new inquiries, he reached the prison street. The grim walls of the jail, the first object of that answered to any image in Silas' memory, cheered him with the certitude that he was sure now it was his native place only, and he recognized the landmark. At last he came with great difficulty to the place where the yard was, but he was so surprised to see a factory in that place. Epi said that she could not have come because she had never seen folk living in such a closer way together. And she remembered her stone pit, how beautiful that place was and how lonely it is. And she wanted to return to stone pit immediately. And Silas also said that the town looked so comical and smelled bad, and it was not like this before. And but nobody in that town or near that factory knew about lantern yard or the parson or the minister. When they returned, Silas told Dolly that now he had no old homes, no old town, everything old had gone, and only the stone cottage. She did not know whether they got at the truth of the robbery or whether the parson could have given him any light about the drawing of the lots. He had nothing, and he doesn't know anything about if they have got the truth about the robbery or the secret of mystery of drawing of the lots. It's dark to me, Mrs. Winthrop. That is, I doubt it will be dark to the last. ಕೊನೆವರೆಗೂ ನಂಗೆ ಅದು ರಹಸ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಉಳಿದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. I quote and unquote. Dolly agrees by adding that it was the will of them. ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, it was the will of them. It's nothing is in our hand. Will of them, those who are in heaven above us, as many things should be dark to us. It's their will. They keep many things dark from us. ಎಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕತ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತಾರೆ. But there was something as she had never felt in the dark about, and they are mostly what comes in the dark day's work. There is something that cannot keep us in dark. That is what comes out of our day's work. ನಾವು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ, we work with our hand and mind, soul. That is not dark to us. Your day's work, he was hard done by that once, and it seemed as he would never know the rights of it. But that does not hinder there being a rights. For all it is dark to you and me, I unquote. There may be so many dark things about us, kept away from us. But the work that we do, the day's work, that will not keep us in dark. Silas said that since the time the child was sent to him and he had come to love her as himself, he had light enough to be trusted by, and now she said she would never leave him. He was so happy. The gold had gone, the child had come. And with her arrival, love also come to his life, and she had light enough, and he has trust enough of that light. And he had light enough to be trusted by. And now she said, Epi said, I will not leave you, I will be with you till the end ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಲ, ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. I think I shall trust till I die. Yes, I have trust in him, in that God or Almighty God or that supernatural power or that good. I have trust in that good that has brought light in my life. This chapter ends with this final resurrection statement of Silas Marner. At the beginning, he was a large, brown-eyed, strange, peculiar, mysterious recluse. Now he is a man of resurrected, transformed man. I think I have understood the explanation of this chapter. If you have any query or doubt, post it in the comment box. Take care. Bye.